It's been 56 years since one of the greatest quarterbacks in Louisiana lost his life to a booby trap in Vietnam. Rick Rowe brings you the story of Marine Private First Class Trey Prather in tonight's Hometown Patriot.
Somewhere in the shadow of the great pine tree at Woodlawn High School, greatness was born.
He and Terry and Joe lived probably within a mile of each other.
You know two of them, Terry Bradshaw, Joe Ferguson, both of them destined to play on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah, you knew he was going to be one of those good ones.
Three quarterbacks, all at the same Shreveport High School, all destined for greatness. But the best may have been Trey.
If I were to talking to Terry Bradshaw today, what would he say?
He'd tell you he'd have played pro ball. He might tell you he's one of the best he's ever seen.
That's how good Trey Prather was.
I knew in my own mind that someday we would be watching him in the pros.
A.O. Williams knows talent. He's coached 5 NFL quarterbacks. In 1963, he was an assistant under Lee Hedges at then brand new Woodlawn High School.
Man, he was so much fun to coach. You know, it was yes or no, sir, and he would work at it.
Trey was a gifted athlete, was voted best quarterback in the state, but he also dominated on the basketball court and led the Knights baseball team. But it was the quarterback Charlie Mack wanted at LSU.
He was a natural leader.
Trey started on the LSU freshman team, then became discouraged.
He said, I've really made a mistake on not LSU. He said, I loved LSU, loved the coaches. He said, but I don't fit their offense.
Trey wants to throw the ball, quits football, decides to join the Marines, volunteers for Vietnam.
It made me sick,
Within a few months, he's leading a squad. On January 6, 1968, Trey Prather steps on a landmine and dies 4 days later. He was 20 years old.
Boy, when they called me and told me, it was tough. And of course, I went straight to their house, and Mr. Prather was having very much difficulty with it. He was a pallbearer. Coach Hedges was a pallbearer. Boy, when they played taps, it just killed it.
A year after Trey's death, Woodlawn began a ceremony honoring Trey and 3 other Knights killed in that faraway war. I was there on a May morning back in 1984, watched as the 4 roses were laid and the tears flowed. So many, including Trey Prather's father, left to wonder what might have been.
You wonder just how far he would have gone and what he could have done, but you were proud of them, and they were part of you, and it stays with you forever.
For those who died in the defense of freedom.
We all do that. We all have our second thoughts. We all wonder what might have been, but we can't turn that page back in the book. We just have to look to the future now, because after all, this is just a short span of our lives. And we'll meet again. We'll meet again. Have no doubt about that in my mind, and he's in good hands.
Trey Prather, United States Marine Corps, died of wounds, Vietnam, class of 1965.
And if you'd like to nominate a Hometown Patriot, go to ktbs.com/hometownpatriot or send an email to hometownpatriot